Hey guys, welcome back. I hope I didn't freak everybody out with putting up the candle footage. I was just surprised. I mean, I clearly wasn't all that frightened if I went ahead and grabbed the camera. I'm just making sure I have my light down here so that you aren't getting too much reflection of the glasses. And I wanted to make sure that I just got it documented because one, I wasn't frightened because I could tell it was under control, and because it wasn't like flying all over the place, and two, I knew I was like 2 steps away from a lid to put a lid on it to get it under control. I worked in a kitchen. I've been practicing pagan for decades, so I knew, what to do to get it under control. I wasn't just gonna like be like, oh, I'll watch how long it burns. No, I was gonna get it under control, especially when I heard the chimney start to crack. And the thing was, it had completely burned out the candle. So what it was burning on, I have no idea. Fumes, I have no idea, because there wasn't a lot. In fact, there really wasn't anything on that candle for it to like be burning like that. So it was definitely Loki doing some kind of cleansing for me. And sometimes he can do that, and he can be dramatic, and he can be like a little bit spooky, and that's why people will work with him, and then he'll do something dramatic like that, and they'll get scared, and they'll run away. Or sometimes you'll have like something freaky happen with the candle, and it'll be a natural occurrence, and people will like run away from the gods, and well, that'll be the end of them being a pagan. But that was definitely, when something like that happens, that was definitely Loki saying, hey, I'm doing something here, I'm doing a cleansing for you, because there was a crack, and then there were a couple other cracks, so that kept splitting. Um, Usually when a candle splits like that, when a chimney splits like that, the gods, they're doing a cleansing for you. They're getting something out of your life that you really needed out of your life. Maybe you needed people out of your life. Maybe you had an illness inside you didn't know about. Maybe it was something coming at you. And no, I don't mean curses. Everybody that's pagan or something, or a witch or something, always jumps to dramatic, like, oh, somebody threw a curse on me. It might not have been a curse. It might have just been like some kind of crap that was going to happen to you. It was just real life coming at you, and they were able to avert it. They saw it coming, and you didn't see it coming, and they saved you from it. So I know he did something. I know he did something. He saved me from being broadsided by something. But what it was and where it was coming from, I don't know. It could have been something of my own doing. It could have been something I set up. It could have been something, I unknowingly set up on myself, and it could have really come back on me. It could have been, you never know. You never know. So it's not something I'll keep myself up at night. And I know better than to ask them, because when they do stuff like that, they'll usually tell you, don't you worry. Don't you worry. It's like something like we're just not allowed to know. Sometimes when they come out and they save us from something like that. I don't live in the safest of neighborhoods. You guys all know that. So, I mean, you guys, especially if you're from the main channel, if I go on a walk on the park, you're best to be armed. Even though there's a sign saying you shouldn't have weapons in the park, you're best to carry something. And I make sure that I have something on me when I'm in the park, because I've encountered a few people in that park, and you guys know I have. I've told you the story about Odin, and I've had Loki protect me, and I've had a couple other gods protect me in that park, because the people that tend to lurk in that park and wait for people are no good. And when we were having those clown scares, we had some local weirdos getting in on that too. So, yeah, he was doing something. And he can be frightening when he does that. He can, because I'm there, I'm like fixing biscuit mix, and my back's to the altar, so nobody sits there and stares at a candle for 8 hours or however long you're up. I'm like right by the altars, but I'm not staring at them. But something's like turn around, and I turn around, and like the flames are jumping up like you saw. And I'm like, holy and I apologize for as much swearing as I did, but I'm like that. And I'm like trying to think, my mind's racing, like, what did I put on this candle that this is happening? I always try to go for the logical first. I'm like, did I put a ton of oil on that candle? I'm like, no, because logically that would have like showed up the whole time the candle would have burned. It wouldn't have like all went to the bottom or, did whatever. And then I'm thinking, okay, I didn't put a lot of oil on this candle. Did I put like a lot of dry material that went to the bottom? I'm like, no, again, it wouldn't be burning like this. This is burning like what? And I'm just like, what is going on here? This is like crazy. And it's the only thing I can think of, because I usually try to keep these chimneys pretty clean so that I don't have fires go out of control like that, especially on Thor's altar. I try to keep that sparkling clean because it's got an overhead on it. And yes, the Loki statue was right above the candle. I didn't even think of it. But what are you gonna do? And ironically, the candle over on Loki's altar is like burning really low. It's like barely burning. It's like the candle itself must be defective in some way. So I think what happened is his candle went defective, and he was like, well, I can't use mine. I'm coming over here. And Thor was like, I don't care. So Thor gave him like a go ahead, and he needed to do it. And Thor was like, fine. And Loki's candle is like hardly burning. They're like those, you buy those bulk candles, and you get what you buy when you buy bulk candles. Some of them will burn perfectly, some will burn off kilter, and you get what you buy. So everything is okay. It was just Loki being protective, and he could scare the crap out of you when he's being protective. He's Loki. It wasn't him being jealous or anything. He doesn't really get jealous in that way. I don't mean jealous like you have to like be terrified to like have an interest in anything or anything, but he does get annoyed. Like if you don't pay attention to him for like a really long time, he'll get annoyed. It depends on the type of relationship you have too, obviously. I mean, if you're married to him, it's a different relationship than if you're not, and so forth and so on. But yeah, that was exciting. And the whole house smells like smoke now, and luckily I knew fire safety, and I was trained in a kitchen to keep calm when fires start, because we had fires all the time in the kitchen. So it was okay. And it doesn't mean he was angry. It doesn't mean I did something bad. It just means he was doing a cleansing for me, actually. Loki will not hurt you if he's angry at you. He won't try to set your house on fire or something. He was actually doing a good thing. That was him in control. He wouldn't have, we discussed this. He wouldn't have, tried to hurt me, and he wouldn't have let it get out of control. He was actually doing a good thing for me. It was just very dramatic, because he's dramatic. He's a fire god. They're dramatic. They're passionate. They're fiery. He's that kind of god. He's not mild, usually. I'm not saying you can't get a mild version, but he's usually not mild and gentle. That's why a lot of people usually end up running screaming from him. Okay, guys, I just want to assure you, you can work with him. He has a flair for the dramatic, and the house smells like wood smoke now. Very heavily like wood smoke. It smells like I've been at a summer camp. It actually smells delightful. I love the smell, but the whole entire house smells like wood smoke now. It smells like I've had a campfire inside. But, yeah. Another, I guess, sign that the fire god has been through, because it smells like the charcoal pit was in here. It smells glorious. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Sorry to ramble on, but I wanted to assure you, he wasn't trying to hurt me. He wasn't trying to, like, scare me or anything. He didn't even realize he would scare me. He was just like, oh, look what I'm doing. He doesn't really realize how scary he can be at times. I don't think he's really aware of how, like, strong and dramatic he is at times. Okay, guys, I will see you later. Hope you like what you saw. As I always tell you, take what you need, leave the rest behind, and blessed be. See you guys later. Bye-bye.